What's up, Rangers? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing another Power Rangers Beast Morphers toy review. We are going to be taking a look at the first wave of villain figures, which are Cyber Villain Blaze and the Tronic, which is the foot soldier of this season. So here they are right here. Now the reason that I didn't show them off with wave 1 is because these are going to be featured in their own video. All the villains probably will be. Because I'll explain when I go over the figures. But before we take a look at that, let's go over the boxes, like I always do. So move everything to the side. Okay. So, let's start with Blaze's packaging. So, here you got Blaze's box. It says Cyber Villain Blaze right there. Saban's Power Rangers, Hasbro's logo right there. You got Beast Morphers up top. And he comes with his nice own MorphX key, which actually works in the Morpher. And, spoiler alert, it'll hack the Morpher. I think I demonstrated that in my Beast X Morpher review, but if not, I'll demonstrate it in this video. You got a nice image of Blaze on the top of the packaging. You got Blaze right down there again. Back of the package just shows Blaze with the sword that he's holding and not the Cheetah Beast Blaster, which he does come with, but it's a repaint, which I'll go over also, and I'll do a comparison with the Red Ranger. So, anyway, he comes with a MorphX key. Again, it shows you in the Morpher, and that they can attach to the wrist, and then it shows you all the other figures that you can collect for this wave. Okay. Here's the Tronic's packaging. So the Tronic, as you guys can see, it says Tronic where my finger is pointing. It says Saban's Power Rangers and the Hasbro watermark. It says Beast Morphers up here. You got the Tronic's key going into the Morpher. You got a nice picture of the Tronic right up top. On the side, you got a nice picture of the Tronic again. The back of the package shows you the key being inserted into the Morpher again. The Tronic doing a nice dynamic pose, holding his weapons, and then it shows you the other figures that you can collect. So, without further ado, let's get started with this video and jump right in and take a look at the figures. Alright guys, so here are the figures. Let's take a look at them. So, now a couple of nitpicks that I have before I go into any of the articulation, and the reason behind why these guys are featured in their own video is because as you guys saw in yesterday's video, the Ranger figures have dynamic poses, the legs go all about and all that fun stuff. However, the villain figures, Hasbro decided not to give the villain figures the same kind of leg articulation. They have good arm articulation, meaning, and I'll demonstrate all this and review all that. The legs, however, can't bend a certain way that you wanna. If you wanna have them in dynamic poses, you're probably gonna only be limited to how they are standing right now on my review stand or my nightstand. So anyway, enough of that. Let's take a look at Cyber Villain Blaze. Let me get Tronic out of the frame, and then we can take a look at Blaze. So Blaze is right here. Now I like this figure a lot. I like the color scheme. I like the dark red kind of and the silver. It really stands out. Now he's what we call like the fake red Power Ranger, because obviously, now I don't know if this was just for the toy. No, I think it is for the toy because I saw promo pics of the new Robo Blaze figure, and he's got another repaint of the Cheetah Beast Blaster, which I think has like a gold paint scheme to it or something. But anyway, the Cheetah Beast Blaster was never released in the show for Blaze, or at least not yet. We haven't gotten a repaint of it yet, and I don't think that we are getting one, as far as I'm aware. Like, I haven't heard anything. But anyway, yeah, so let's jump right into the figure. So I have him standing this way because if I have him just standing straight up, he's gonna fall. So his like torso area is like leaning forward a little bit. But yeah, he's got nice paint apps. Let's take a look at the weapons that he comes with. Sorry, Blaze. Alright, so here is the Cheetah Beast Blaster right there, as you guys can see. It's different than the one that I reviewed in yesterday's video, when I did the toy figures, because that one was red and the handle was black and the whole body was red. Now this is all black, and then you got two pieces that are red, which is kind of unique how it signifies or shows how that Blaze is evil. So I guess this is like the Cheetah Beast Blaster in corrupt mode. I never thought of it that way. So that's the Cheetah Beast Blaster in corrupt mode, I guess you can say. And then Blaze comes with his unique sword. There hasn't been anything said about this being released yet. So yeah, so I don't know if we're getting a deluxe version of this, but it is a nice weapon. I mean, just look at the paint detail on it. It's very nice painted. I like the way that it turned out. So yeah, those are Blaze's weapons and accessories. Now to take a look at Blaze himself. Now, Blaze is one of the figures that I do have trouble posing all the time or standing. So I just had to fix him again. He comes with a morpher. Now, I haven't heard anything about us getting a version of this kind of a morpher for the season. We didn't get one for season 1 of Beast Morphers, and I don't know if we're getting one for season 2. However, it would be nice if we did, and that it makes their own sounds for the villain keys. So Hasbro, if you're watching, please release a villain morpher for Beast Morphers. And then the visor is nice. They got this figure looking great. I like the articulation. Like I said, the articulation I think is limited completely throughout this figure. Yeah, his arms can't do a full 360. And his legs, they can't go about like how the Rangers did. They can go back and stuff, but they can't like do a dynamic pose or something or anything. So that is unfortunate. I mean, you do lose out on some articulation, but other than that, it is an overall great figure. So yeah, I like the way that this figure did turn out. I actually do like the orange on his visor. It's kind of different than the Rangers. So that kind of also stands out because he's got dark, like a maroon and silverish color, and then he's got orange in his visor. So that's what also stands out about him. Now to take a look at the Tronic figure. So here is the Tronic. There's the Tronic. Now, he's what I call the nice overall figure. It's a shame that I only have one of them, because if I want the Rangers to fight the villains, and I only picked up one Tronic. Maybe I'll get more, maybe I won't, but what I could do is, if Hasbro keeps releasing villain figures for this current season, because I did see a promotional photo or toy photo for a Vargoyle figure coming out in Season 2. So what I can do is I can pick up any new villain figures, maybe a couple more Tronics, and I can put the Rangers all on display and give them nice dynamic fighting poses. But let's take a look at the Tronic. You got nice silver on the head right there. The nice vest. The vest, I think, limits his arm articulation. I'm not really sure, though. Let me see. And he dropped his weapon. Yeah, he can't do a 360 in the arm either. But it's a good thing that he dropped his weapon. Because I wanted to go over them. So, I'm not going over both of them because it's the same weapon. So here it is right there. It's like these two daggers that are combined together. So it's very nice and painted. I think it's also a blaster. I'm not sure. But it's very nice and painted. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's like little pieces of red paint going all along the part where my fingers are holding it. And then it's the same thing on the other weapon. Now, overall, he is a nice figure, but limited articulation again, which I did mention for Blaze. All the villain figures are like that, and I will go over that. Well, I'm telling you guys that now because I'm reviewing all the villain figures. I'm not going to do separate videos for them, or I probably will. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I liked all the figures. So now, let's hear the sounds in the Morpher. Put him to the side. Move the weapons out of the way. Get the nice Beast X Morpher right there. And the first sound that we are going to hear... Oh, and by the way, here's the Morphex key. It represents Blaze a lot, as you guys can tell. The design and then the ridges that are here are all along his helmet. So that's kind of neat how they did that. So, pull it out and you get a nice green key. So, yeah. And then if you guys remember seeing the Beast X Morpher review, the 3-key dongle, which I believe I have. Let me just see. It's probably buried in my drawer. Just give me a minute. Yeah, guys, sorry it's buried. But, just go back to that video, because this key right here is actually the same one that's on the dongle. So now let's put it into the Morpher and hear the sounds.
I'm not a real human. I'm much better.
So, he says that he's not a real human. He's much better. Now, for those of you that haven't seen the show, I'm not going to spoil it, but for those of you that have, he's actually taken over by the Evox virus, which is how he became to be this way. So now, let's hear the other sounds.
I'm the better Red Ranger.
And he claims to be the better Red Ranger, which I don't think he is. So now if you hit the button, okay.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. You get the different morph jingle because all the villain keys will hack the Morpher. So now if I were to shake it...
Not today, Rangers!
You get that jingle, which is basically, I think Scrozzle says, "Not today, Rangers," like that. I think that was Scrozzle, or I'm not sure who that was just saying that. But yeah, so you get that jingle, which is kind of it basically being hacked. So that's kind of fun. Now to demonstrate the Tronics key. And the reason that I'm probably not going to pick up any more Tronics is because I really don't want more of their MorphX keys, because it's pointless to have. So, and now to put the key in the Morpher.
Tronics, attack!
So I think that's Blaze saying Tronics attack, which means you summon the Tronics into battle, and then the second sound is
The MorphX is mine!
the MorphX is mine, which I think was also Scrozzle saying that. I'm not sure if there are any other sounds. Let me check.
Tronics, attack! Not today, Rangers!
Yeah, so I don't know who's saying, like, not today, Rangers. I don't know if that's Scrozzle. Hopefully we get a figure of him. But that's basically the keys. And the reason that I'm not going to go over the morph jingle for the Tronic is because it is the same as the... Oh, I'm sorry if you guys are looking at a blank thing. The reason that I didn't go over the morph jingle for the Tronic is because it's the same as Blaze. So I didn't want to have to do it again. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Now I'm going to give you guys all my closing thoughts and whether I recommend these two figures for you guys to pick up. Alright, Rangers, so now to give you my final thoughts on these two figures. Do I think that they are worth picking up? Yes, they are the $9.99 figures. They are the $10 figures. They go nice with the 6-inch line. And you can give them weapons. You can have them on a display, whatever you want to do. Or if you're picking them up for a kid, you can have them play. But again, I'm going to say my videos are geared toward adult collectors. So for all you adult collectors out there, if you don't have these figures, hit up your local store, your Target, your Walmart, your wherever store that you can go that sells Power Rangers Beast Morphers toys, and pick up these two nice figures. I don't think that you can get them actually in store, because now we're in a wave 3 of figures and moving into the season 2 branch of toys. So don't listen to me again. But if you want the toys, pick them up on Amazon or Walmart.com or Target.com, because I'm pretty sure that you can buy them online. Or go to ToyWiz.com and purchase them there. But do I recommend these figures? Yes. The only thing that annoyed me when I first found out about these figures and when I've seen other videos about them is the articulation, that they don't have the same articulation as the Rangers. Now I can understand where that's coming from, because it was Hasbro's first season and they wanted the villains to have all the paint apps, so that probably limited the articulation for the villain figures. But the Rangers have the dynamic articulation, meaning dynamic poses, stuff like that. So if you guys want to pick these up, I'd highly recommend it. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back soon with many, 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 many more good videos. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. And also don't forget to comment down below what you guys want to see next. I'm your pal Power Ranger fan signing out. Don't forget to stay awesome and keep it awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.